Okay, so tonight I am working on an Imperial Kenmore sewing machine. I'm trying to get it cleaned up and ready for use. I picked it up today for $20. Thought that was a good buy. So I'm just going to sit here and try and work on it so you can see what I'm doing. So we're just trying to get off all the dust and dirt and grunge that we can. And I'm using two products. I'm going to use the Zep Industrial Degreaser. And I always use Crud Cutter, which is really good. Okay? So, but tonight I'm going to basically use the Zep and see what we come off at. Just going to spray it in. And then when I clean it off and it dries, when the metal dries, then I'll go ahead and make sure that I will go ahead and scrub it down and then grease it as well. So I'm just trying to get as much old grease off as I can with this toothbrush. So I'm going to bring you in closer. And I hope you can be able to see a lot of this and I can get this off. So I'm just going to go ahead and scrub and see what all kind of dirt that I can get off this machine. I've already cleaned and have one of these machines similar to this, which is an earlier model rotary machine. Cleaned off. And you can see what all I've been getting off here. So I'm just gonna get off all the old grit and grind here and all that we can possibly get. But I think I like my Crud Cutter better than this Zep or Zap or whatever it's called. So let's see here. Oops. Moving the camera. Hope I'm not making you dizzy. And I don't know how long this machine has not been used. Because when I picked it up from the lady today, she said that her husband always liked to go to the auctions and bid on different sewing machines. He loved vintage items. So I got this from her. So it's not as bad a shape as I thought it was. So now I'm just going to let this sit here and dry off before I come back and oil it. Let's see what we got here. Okay. And I hope this works out okay. Because it's hard trying to clean and do everything and videotape all by yourself. Another thing that I found too, and I don't know if you can see it, you might can see in here and see how cruddy this is. Right in here where the stitch leveler is located. Well, there's a piece in there missing and it is extremely dirty in there. So I'm going to see if I can take that apart. I've never taken it apart before, but we're going to give it a go and see what we have. Okay, so let's pull this stitch plate off. And it is not that bad. righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And I'm trying to stay out of the way so you can see what I'm doing as well. And I always try to keep my screws in the same place or the same manner that I removed them from. I always try to put them back in the same hole. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And I definitely try my best not to tighten when I screw these back in. I put these back in. I make sure I try my best not to make it really tight. Ooh, I forgot to take the needle out, so let's pull this up some. Oh my gosh. This is horrendous. Show you this. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can point to it. Oh, look at there. Is it? Let's see if I can get it close. Oh my gosh. That is so cruddy. That is so nasty, isn't it? This is why you have to clean your stuff out. This is why your machines tear up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this cleaned up, because this is really nasty. So let me see if I can move this down some. I need to remove this needle here. Let me see if I can. Come over here and remove this needle. Okay, got the needle, removed it, and the needle has been used a lot. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to, yeah, there we go. And it goes to the side like this, and you're putting it in. It's got this flat side here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Okay. Yeah. So let's put that over to the side. Oh, this is just, I don't even know if I've got my tweezers with me or not. Let's see if I can get some Q-tips. I usually keep those handy. Yucky, yucky. So as you can see, this machine has not been cleaned up for a while. This has a lot of dust bunnies. Would you look at there? Looky, looky, looky. Just gonna tear off a piece of paper here. And so I'm not usually at my workstation, working from a different location. So I don't have all of my equipment with me. This is nasty, you all. This is why people's machine doesn't work sometimes, because they never clean them. And I really wish I had my tweezers with me. Okay, let's see here. You can see all the gook that I'm getting off of this machine. Right down in here. And I'm gonna make this smaller. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can get a lot out. All in from in here. Okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's just nasty. Okay. I probably should have taken the foot off. But I'm just trying to do a really quick clean on this one. This is the most filthiest part of the machine that I've seen so far. The other part was nothing like this. Okay. You just never know what's lurking under the hood of your machines. Okay, so let's see here. And I should have. So usually when you're working with these, make sure you use your tweezers, because you can get things out that you can't normally get out with any Q-tips. Okay. And it's always good to have a little miniature flashlight, because lighting is definitely always needed to help you clean out your machine. Like I said, I'm not working at my normal location. Okay. So I think I pretty much got that cleaned up pretty good. Oh my goodness, it's much better than it was. So we'll take this and spray this down. I'm gonna use the crud. Let me get a clean paper towel, and let's see if we can get this off. So you can still see, look what I've got on this towel here. And sometimes you just have to let this sit around for a while to see what all you can, how much of this you can get off. And see, sometimes the stuff won't come off. So you just keep working with it. And working with it until you can get it as clean as you can. Okay, let's see here. Okay. And you got to remember when things were built and done in 1942, you got some things that's going to be on there that's not going to come off. Right? Still getting dirt off of this machine here. And this is why I like the crud cutter a lot better. Because to me, it cleans, deep cleans everything. I've got a piece of tape on here. So I get something to get this tape off. And that crud cutter was definitely removing that tape. You can see it right here. Just gonna scratch it up with my nails since I've already gotten it started. Somebody probably used this tape for seam line or guide. And there it is there. So let's put some more. And this is what I'm using once again. Crud cutter. Yeah. So let's see what we got. Pretty much all this is gone with the crud cutter. Just a little bit of residue. So we got that pretty clean. Yeah. So I'm going to put that aside. And this is some of the cloths that I've been cleaning with. You can see how dirty they are. Okay. Okay, peeps. So we got this clean in here. And I am satisfied with what I can see so far. Satisfied with that. Now I'm going to try and clean. See all that gook in there? Oh, can you see it now? Oh my gosh. Now when I picked this machine up, this part was broken off. And I think I have that part. We'll see if I can even put it back together or not. I'm not even sure if I can. But we're going to try and see. I think this is the part that comes off because it looks just like this part. But now what I could not find was that little piece with the 2 points on the side. But now that I'm looking at it, maybe I should go back and take a look at that and see. I'm missing one of my screws. I know I had 2 of them. Okay. Should have put all my screws in my little pan. Okay. Here. So let me look through my box and see. I'll put my screws over here. I'm going to move all my screws in the box so I won't lose them. Okay, here. So, let's see what we have going on. I'm not really sure if I can fix that or not. I don't even know if I have enough experience to fix that. But we're going to try and give it a go. Okay, so let me look in the box and I'm going to show you all the goodies that came with this machine. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's see if we can find it in this particular box. So let's open it up. This box says rotary attachment. And these are attachments that came with this machine. Tons and tons of attachments. I've never seen this with the machine before. Okay. Pretty nice attachments, aren't they? Nice and clean, too. I have not done anything to these attachments at all. Tons of attachments in this box, right? Oh, do you think this came with it? Huh. Maybe that got thrown in with something else. Okay, we're still pulling out attachments. Here we go. I'm still pulling out more attachments. Maybe that one hooked on to something else. And I have no idea what any of these do. Some of them I do, but not all. So let's put them back in the box. So I did not see the item. That went around. That went around this screw right here. But you gotta tighten it up. And I gotta see if I can get in there and clean it out. So let's see what we have. Okay, so here we go. Rotary attachments, they're all back in the box. And Here's some more attachments. And that attachment. So I still don't see anything that could fit. I still don't see anything that could fit over this with that, with that little attachment that goes around there. So, and then here is the button maker. Ooh, that is huge. And this part came with it too, whatever that is for. Okay, so all of this is going back in the box. Okay, so let's move on to remove this. And what I'm going to do first is see if I can unscrew this. And I don't know what I'm doing, you all. So, and it is nasty in there. So there's that part. And look how dirty this is on the end. Isn't that horrible? Look there. Okay, so I'm taking this part loose. Let you get up close and see it. You can see how nasty it is in there, too. Hope I can put this back together. And that's that little part I was looking for, right there on the end. So let's put this in the container. Now, let's see if we can take these off here. Oops. Move my hand out of the way. So you can see what I'm doing. Let me try it again. I'm originally left-handed, and I'm trying to do this right-handed so that I won't be in your way and moving the video camera. But I'm not having too much success. There we go. We got that screw out. Ooh. And then let's try this bottom screw. Here we go. So we got the bottom screw out. I'm just putting it in. Ooh. Okay. And this is what we have. And you can see how that is just atrocious. That is horrible. And I don't know. Oh, there's the screw. I can screw it in right there. So let's see what we can get going in here. So let me clean this up. And we'll start by putting on some crud cutter on this. And we'll see how it goes. So I got the crud cutter on there. Just gonna let it sit and foam for a minute. Okay. Gotta get me another way of learning how to video, right? Okay, so here goes. And this came off just like this. So you got the forward, long and short stitches, long and short reverse. And you should have 3 screws there. So while that is soaking in and getting rid of crud, and you can see crud rolling down, all the filthiness, I'm going to go ahead and clean this and clean the screws. I'm going to go ahead and clean the screws, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've gotten all this put back together. Look a little bit closer. I've gotten it all cleaned out. We just got to get it oiled up. This does not have the pointer on it. I could not find it in the box of goodies that I've had, but that I have. So anyways, this one has the pointer on it. So we'll see how it works out whenever I start to sew. So we're getting there. So I turned it off for a while so you didn't have to see me go on and on with it constantly. So we got to put the screw down here and finish putting this part together. So now I'm trying to hold the camera and tighten this back at the same time. Let's see here. Here we go. Make sure you all follow and like my videos if you would, please. And subscribe, because I am still trying to reach 500 people. So anyways, help me out. If you follow me, I will follow you. So, okay. So this goes up and down, this one too, but not as smoothly. And this one as well. Okay. So I got that put back together. And let's go ahead and put the plate on. The needle plate on here. So here it is. Oh no, one of my screws are missing. I don't know if I dropped it or not, maybe. This is why you should always put all of your loose screws into something, so you don't have that to happen. You don't lose them. I misplaced it somewhere, but I'll find it for sure. No, make these too tight that I can't unscrew them. And I've got to find that screw somewhere around here. I don't know what's going on with the light or if it's going to even work. I haven't plugged it in yet. So I'm not going to plug it in until, and you can tell that this is almost falling apart. So I'm not even sure if the light is going to work. I haven't plugged it in at all, so I don't know. But we shall see. I'll find this screw in a little bit. Turn this back over here. And this has got to be replaced as well. I like the way the bobbin wind, because it's self-release. Push it in, push it back out. That needs cleaning back in there too. Got to work on it, so. Okay, here we go. This is also the bobbin. I'm going to go ahead and put the rotary bobbin in now. Okay, so I've got the bobbin in. Okay, here. So now we're going to go ahead and oil the machine. And we'll see what we have here. Okay, but before I go ahead and oil, I want to take it and try and clean where the bobbin winder is over here. Because I'm going to have to put oil on there, and some of these places are really hard to get to unless you take all of this loose. And sometimes you don't want to take it all loose, because what happens, you can't put it back together, or it's very difficult to put back together. And this is why I needed to clean out behind the bobbin winder. Okay, let's see the plate. I'll go ahead and put this plate back on. There we go. I like the way those plates pop back in. Let's go ahead now and oil the machine. And let's see what we have. And there is a screw that goes here. I have it over there. You have to unscrew this in order to lift the machine up. So let's go ahead and lift the machine up once again. There it is, right there. Let's bring this out. Yes. And so we're gonna oil the bottom part of the machine here. It looks like it's all dry. And everything else, go ahead and put oil on it. And feed it, because I'm sure it has not been fed for a long time. And you see that you can take this machine right off of the stand and sit it on the table and still sew with it. And this has a tin bottom in it. The other one that I have, like this, is not a tin bottom. Still dirty. I have cleaned it several times. But I guess it's with all the oil. Okay. Need to oil my chair, don't I? Okay, here. So I'm going to turn the video off after I oil all the different parts of the machine. And so next time I come back on, you'll see me actually sewing on the machine. I picked up this oil from Walmart because I have ran out of oil. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to try and get all the little holes first. All of these little holes. And actually everything that moves. Oops. Okay. Get some of these down here. Everything that rotates, I usually put oil on it. And this probably is going to soak up the oil because it has not been oiled for quite some time. And I might have over-oiled. But now what you don't see in here are any gears. Okay. So let's see what we have. And I always like to go through the top here and rotate it. Right, and rotate it and see. And feel how it feels. It feels good. It's rolling excellent. So I'm happy about that. Okay, so thank you all for tuning in with me just a little bit to go through this cleaning of this Imperial Kenmore rotary machine. And so I'll see you next time. So keep on stitching. Have a great weekend. Bye.